Right, hello guys. Today we're going to cover sculpting fair because Great Jojo Man just put one up, and that reminded me that I hadn't. I'm not stealing Great Jojo Man's ideas, or one of these is a stolen idea, but I'll put a link to his video so you can go and see his. You can go and see his now. You can go and subscribe to him, say that I sent you, and then you can come back here and see mine if you want. Okay, so I'm going to cover my method of doing it first. Be with you in a second. Sorry about that. Right, back. Sorry about that. I just had to tighten my tripod so I didn't knock it again. Anyway, focus. To start with my method, I'm going to move this to the middle. Take a lump of green stuff. Let's pretend you've already made a cape and you're putting this on the cape or whatever. You want to flatten it down. You don't want it too flat because you still want to be able to do the fair effect. Right. So you flattened it down, then you want to take out your fingerprints. Just want to take your fingerprints out with the clay shaper or silicone brush. You want to come back in with your hobby knife. Now, you want to lube. You want to keep this with some sort of lubricant, whether that's water, petroleum jelly, Vaseline, or spit. And I am absolutely not condoning putting knives in your mouth, but that's what I'm going to use. And then just cut triangles. Into the green stuff, and if you can get a little flick at the end, works quite well. So this is the effect that I use on doing I use this on me Thunderwolf Lord, the one that I converted. I use it on all the capes that I make. Another way of doing it, I'll do it here, is you can do, instead of a triangle, you can do like a squiggly thing. Then at the bottom you just want to sort of pluck at it, to be honest, make it look a bit ragged. So that's method number one. Let's see if we can get that to focus. And once that's painted up, it looks quite good. Anyway, it's method number two. And this is the first method that I used, well, used to use. The first method that I used to use when sculpting fur. So this was like my entry level skill, I guess. Making fur capes and things. And smooth that out. And what you want is a sewing needle, but I don't have a sewing needle at the minute, so I've got a safety pin, which is pretty much the same thing. There's a tool you can use, like Great Jojo Man used in his, which is this hook thing. But I find that the hook's too big, and I prefer this. Although to be honest, I don't use this method anymore. But it's a nice little entry level skill, and all you do is pluck. You can do it fast. It's a nice quick. I just don't think the effect is as desirable. But when you're practicing, it gives you a bit of practice. And to be honest, I've done, when people have come to me and asked me to do models, and I'm not talking a commission, I didn't take any money for it, but when they've come to me and said, oh, can you do us a cape on this model, can you? To be honest, half the time I've done this because it's less time consuming and it's easier to get right. But for my own army, I'm not that big a fan. And again, at the bottom, you just wanna go for it at the bottom, make it look a bit ragged. So there you go. See that? It is a good effect. It's good for like fine fur, short fur. I think that one's better for longer, shaggy hair. And lastly is one I've never tried before. Completely ripped off Great Jojo Man. I'm sorry, Jojo Man. But you should have all went and seen his video, so you know what it is. And you've all gone and subscribed to him, so I'm sure he'll forgive me. You want to roll out some sausages. That one's a bit long. I could get like comeuppance here, because this might not work, because obviously I've never tried it before. First time on camera. First time ever. But let's see what happens. It seems to give a nice effect. I thought it would look good for like bark, or like if you painted it up slightly differently. Obviously if it was on a log and not a cape. Smooth them down a little bit, not too much. And just come in with the knife, and all he did was like that. Some of them were, you just come in with the knife and I could see myself using this one. all the time, but for some capes and things, and you want to be a bit, as I said at the bottom, you want it to be a bit frayed. Yeah, not bad. Let's turn it round and do the top bit. Okay, it's come out quite well. See that working in the right circumstances, so thank you, Great Jojo Man, for that one. So as you can see, there's my one. It's not the best standard, to be honest. I've done better than that. Do I have any to hand? Fortunately not. Then you've got that one. It's the plucking. And then you've got that one, which is good for like flow and fair and things. I like that. That's quite a good one. So yeah, sculpt and fair. Tell me what you think, guys, down in the doobly-doo, as well as Facebook page is going down in the doobly-doo, and Google Plus as well if you want to add me on there. Quite open to a hangout if anyone's interested. Yeah, see you in the next one.